Hey everyone, I'm Katie Valentina, and last week on my channel and also on my free newsletter that you can sign up to in the link below, I posted a video creating my writing plan for 2024, and I kept saying I'll do a video on my self-publishing plan, I'll do a video on my self-publishing plan. So here is the video on my self-publishing plan. A few weeks ago, I made the decision to become a self-published author after initially planning to query. I literally have a whole list of agents that I wanted to query. I have a query letter written, have a synopsis written, I have my whole query pack is made. But I decided that I wanted to self-publish for a few reasons. The first one, and I'd say like the main one, is the timeline. Traditionally publishing, it can take you up to a year to find an agent, and then another year to go on submission, and then another 2 years for your book to like actually be put out onto shelves. I've been writing this book since I was 16. I'm now 19, and I wanted to see it on the shelves yesterday. Like, I don't think I could wait 4 years before I see this book on the shelves. So that's why self-publishing was really calling to me, really speaking to me. Another reason, and I'd actually say one of the main reasons, is the amount of control that you have over your own publishing journey when you self-publish. You decide when the book comes out, you decide what the cover looks like, you decide what the formatting looks like, you decide the font size and the font style. And I know these are all really little things, but being a traditionally published author, you have less say. Obviously it depends on, you know, who your publishing house is and things like that, what your agent negotiates for you, but when you're self-publishing, you have control over all of it. Font size is really important to me, guys. I don't know about you, but font size is really important to me, and what the first pages of the chapters look like is really important to me. What the cover looks like is really important to me, and with self-publishing, I have control over all of that. I also quite literally dream. I dream of being able to like go through all of my mutuals accounts, go through all of my favorite booktalkers and booktubers accounts and bookstagrammers accounts to find influencers to send the book to. I'm literally imagining like the PR packages, I'm imagining the merch, I'm imagining the bookmarks, I'm imagining like all of like the little like cute little PR boxes, sending them out to people and like picking that for myself and being in control of marketing myself. Obviously this comes with challenges, the main one being funding, woo! Thinking about the money that I would have to pour into this book to get it to be where I want it to be. It is a lot, but I'm sure I can do it. I currently have plans of crowdfunding, and I'll probably be launching that campaign in the middle of this year. But currently I also do have like a little tip box going on over on my newsletter. If you are signed up to my newsletter and you want to contribute, literally anything counts, like 50p, it counts, and I'm really grateful because it all goes towards something. And most of the crowdfunding money is mainly going into getting like a good editor, because I want the book to be up. I want it to be a traditionally published book standard, but self-published, you know? So let me open up Kit again, because I literally already made this newsletter before I filmed this video, just so I have like the perfect plan. The newsletter is very succinct, it's very to the point. I tend to yap a lot and I tend to waffle, so if you don't want to hear yap and waffle, that's why you should sign up to the newsletter. Without further ado, here is my self-publishing plan from right now, December 2024. You're actually seeing this in January 2025. So from right now, January 2025, up until June 2026, when hopefully the book will be published. Let's start off with December 2024. The very first step was launching the newsletter, which I have done. Sign up to it. I've said that like 12 times now, but you still haven't done it. I also planned the crowdfunding campaign, like everything to do with it, all of the different prizes. That's what I love about crowdfunding, is that you're not just donating for the sake of donating, you're donating and you're getting a little something back. You're getting a little freebie, you're getting a little signed copy, you're getting a little free ticket to the launch party, you know, things like that. You're getting a little dedication in the novel, you know. That's so exciting about crowdfunding, and I literally can't wait. I can't wait to like do the signed copies and things like that, like sending my own signed copies through my own author letter. Like self-publishing is just it's so exciting. I can't believe, like, I thought, oh, a book can only do well if it's traditionally published. That was a lie. I was lying to myself. In January, I'm reaching out to a professional copy editor. January is this month, and I'm pre-booking that for well in advance. Like, I want to have the copy editor by the end of July. Like, I want to send the completed final finished draft of this book to the copy editor by the end of July. That's the soft deadline that I've set for myself, but I just want to book that in advance to make sure that I get the editor that I want. And I have an editor in mind. I haven't got them yet, so I can't announce it, but maybe if I have them by the time I post this video, I'll jump back in here and tell you who it is. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. Also want to send out my first newsletter and continue writing. If you want to see me break down my writing plan month by month in detail, proper breakdown of what I'm writing, what I'm changing, things like that, I did a whole video on that, so you can go back and watch that video. In February, also just continue writing. In March, I want to film the crowdfunding promotional video because I will still be in uni in March. I come home for April, then I have exams right after that. I also have exams in February, but guys, like, I keep forgetting to remember that I'm actually a medical student with exams to sit. Like, I feel like I'm already a published author and I'm a full-time author and this is my job. Like, no one's paying you to do this. You have a degree to get. In March, I'll still be in uni, so I want to film the promotional video whilst I'm in uni, and I have people that can like help me do that. Obviously, I have people at home, but I should be studying in April, realistically. Like, these exams are really important. In April, whilst I am home, I just want to film like more like snippets and tidbits for the crowdfunding campaign. So just like content, batch creating content that I can post once I have launched the crowdfunding campaign officially. So that brings me to May. In May, I want to launch a crowdfunding campaign. My goal so far, actually I won't tell you now, but I want to raise a big amount of money. It's a big amount. I don't want to like bad mouth it because I do believe I can do it. Like, I do, like, I believe I can do it, otherwise I wouldn't have set that as a goal in the first place. But it is definitely ambitious, but I believe in us. Like, truly I believe in us. So in May, I want to launch a crowdfund and I will have that running until June. So in June the crowdfund will close, but I'm going to be posting content every single day, getting people to donate to the crowdfund and just trying to get like the story, the Title Is Comes Back's name out there. So in June's a heavy month. I want to send the final draft to my developmental editor. All of my beta readers basically acted as editors. They were telling me what they did and didn't like, telling me what to change, things like that. The editor I worked with in December, I'm planning to send it to only her in June, just so she can see the changes that I made. I would send it to all of the beta readers, but I feel like there's a lot of feedback to receive at that point. And whilst I think getting all of their feedback was so good, because there were things that some beta readers hated that other beta readers absolutely loved. So like getting to see what resonated with different people was so good. It was such a blessing. I literally had the best beta readers ever. Like, you don't get it. Like, James was sending me messages like every single day, like DMing me like play-by-play live updates every single day, posting about it on their story. Like, thank you, James, for that, because genuinely, like, I feel such a connection to my beta readers and to just anyone who's ever read the book, and like hearing their thoughts, it just makes my day. This next draft that I'm doing, because I've got so much feedback, I want this one to be the final one. So every edit I'm doing, all of this line editing is working towards having a completed, like, perfect draft, a draft that I love. So when I'm sending it to the developmental editor now, it's just to like, what can we cut out? It's just seeing what can we cut out, what can we get rid of. I'm like probably going to be 20,000 words over the word count that I want to have for this book. I want it to be 90,000 words max, and I'm already on 95,000, and I'm planning to add in a good 7 chapters to this book. So in June, it's mainly just what can we cut out, what can we cut out, but again, I go through all of this information in the writing plan video. In June, I also want to hire the book formatter and the book cover designer. I won't need them to be working until in a few months down the line, but I want to like hire them so that I have them, because I want to give myself enough time for like things to go wrong, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to be designing the cover of the book a month before I'm planning to publish it. And I already have a cover in mind. Like, the thing is, I see new covers every day that I'm like, oh, I want my book cover to look like that. And I'm like, okay, so you can't have every book cover in the world, but I do have a vision in my head, and I think it makes sense. It makes sense for a YA as well. Like, it just makes sense. So yes, I have a cover in mind. I want to publish this book as an ebook, hardback book and paperback book. So formatting, I might format myself. I'll think about it when I get there, but formatting, it's not too difficult. It's just more of a thing where I don't want to do it wrong. Like, I don't want it to be bad, I want it to be perfect. I want people who do this every day for a living to do it. I don't want to necessarily, like, it's not too difficult, but I just want it to be perfect, if that makes sense. So we'll think about that later down the line. We'll look at how much money is in our funds, how much we can spend, and based on that, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do myself and what I'm gonna hire people to do. Definitely gonna have a cover designer though, because this cover needs to be chef's kiss, amazing. In July, I'm gonna be doing the final revisions of the book. I'm also going to be sending it to a copy editor. And in August, it's just going to be content creation. Content. Getting the Title Comes Back name out there, getting people really interested. I'm already doing that now, and I'm going to be doing that all year behind the scenes of all of these things that I'm telling you right now. But in August, I just want to be making loads and loads of content, because I'm going into 3rd year of med school in September, and I don't think I'll have time to be focusing on this book as much as I would like to, because I'll be doing 12-hour shifts in the hospital for free. September is going to be less like pre-publishing work. I'm just going to be finalizing copy edits and things like that, similar as October. In October, just going to be doing those revisions, proofreads, all of those things, just making the draft as amazing as we can. The deadline for the copy editor is a soft deadline. The June one is a very hard deadline to send it to my developmental editor. I want the draft to be done by June. If it's not, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. I've given myself so much time because I want to publish the book in June or spring summer of 2026. So I've given myself all of that time from now, December 2024 till then, to have this draft where I want it to be. So all of these are kind of soft deadlines. I'm just telling myself they're hard deadlines so I actually stick to them, because I tend to not stick to any deadlines that I set. In November, that's when we're going to design the cover for all 3 of the different formats that I'm publishing in. Probably format first, actually, before we design the cover, so we actually know how many pages the book's going to be. But yeah, that's what November is going to be focused on, just like actually getting the book, making the book a book. Then in December of 2024, I want to design and launch my author website. I am familiar with making websites. I've made websites before. Because of that experience, I know how to design a website and get a domain and everything like that. So I will be doing that at the end of this year and launching it and getting more traction towards that website from my social media pages, which would have hopefully grown by then. I'm gonna upload the book to Ingram Spark and Amazon KDP. Those are the 2 places where I want to publish the book. If I publish it elsewhere, it's fine. Like I'm not sure yet. People won't be able to buy it, but just uploading it so that it's there. I'm not quite sure where else I want to self-publish. I definitely want the book to be in bookstores. That's why Ingram Spark is in there, because I want people to be able to like go into bookstores and see it. But obviously, self-published books rarely make it into bookstores, so Amazon is the main place. But maybe like a few local indie bookstores, like just going to like my town and like trying to stock it there, or I don't know. There are loads of indie bookstores in London, and especially like black-owned bookstores, and I want to be more in that community. So yeah, stocking of indie bookstores as well is something that I'm looking forward to, but I don't know why I'm talking about that now, because we're not going to be doing that in December. In December, we're just uploading it to the self-publishing platforms. I'm also going to be creating my ARC influencer list and maybe ordering author copies of the book. That's a lot for 1 month, so we might move some of that into January, but I'm kind of creating my ARC influencer list as we speak. Like, it's really just anyone who I'm following on BookTok right now. Those are BookTokers and people and author talkers and people that I like. So like, obviously I would want those people to read my books, but things can change in a year, so I don't know who will still be doing social media at that time. So yeah, just organising the ARC reader list, and I'll also be doing sign-ups because obviously I don't follow everyone in the world, and I've signed up for ARC reader forms, and some of my favourite books I've read this year have been books that I signed up to ARC read by authors I've never read their work before. So yeah, I'm really excited I'm so excited for all of this part. Moving into 2026, January 2026, I want to commission fan art for like merchandise or swag, as it's called in the industry. So like bookmarks, stickers. I'm thinking, because my book is set at the beach, like it's not set at the beach, but it's set in a coastal town in England. I'm thinking of doing like towels. Like, I don't know if that's dumb, like it sounds dumb, I know, but I'm thinking of doing like cute little towels. So when I'm putting out those like PR boxes and those like little gift boxes, like wrapping the book in a towel as opposed to like wrapping paper, and then putting all the little stickers and bookmarks in. I don't know. It's just an idea, In January, I want to reach out to bookstores that could potentially stock the book, because I want to do a book signing. I literally dream of doing an in-person book signing, and I would love to do one at an indie bookstore and just like have people like, guys, oh my gosh, stop. You know that TikTok sound where it's like, oh, I can't get excited yet.
No, I can't laugh yet. I've got to hold it in.
That's how I feel, because every single time I think about it, I'm just like, ew, but I'm not even there yet. The draft, the book isn't even finished being written as we speak. It's not even done, because I'm rewriting loads of it. Oh my gosh. And I also want to plan a launch party. I definitely want to have a launch party. So January will be when I'm planning that, like planning venue and things like that, figuring out like, will I be at uni, will I be at home, depending on whether I have it in London or not, because I want to have one in London, but if I'm not home I can't have it in London, can I? So we'll figure it out. And I also want to film a book trailer for just as exclusive content. So like anyone who pre-orders the book, they get a book trailer, they get to see the book trailer. Other people who lacked don't get that. So make sure you pre-order when the time comes. February is when I will open up the pre-orders and be planning press. I'm calling it press, but obviously I'm an unpublished debut author. Nobody cares about me. But if there is anything that I can go on, like mind you, I have crippling social anxiety, but I have to do it because this is what I want to do with my life. If there's any podcasts I can go on for indie authors, or any YouTubers I can collab with, or author talkers or authortubers I can collab with, I want to be planning that, and I want to be doing that. Any like indie news articles, like book articles I can feature in, that's what I mean by press. So planning that, yes. In March I will launch the launch party tickets so people can start buying them. Part of the crowdfunding campaign is that you get free tickets to the launch party if you donate a certain amount of money. There's going to be a VIP experience. Mind you, I haven't planned what these VIP experiences will be. Also, mind you, I am in no status to be having a VIP event, but you know, sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. Like sometimes you have to pretend you are somebody in order to become a somebody. This is me going off on a tangent. I'm forgetting that this isn't a podcast, this is a YouTube video. I'm so used to just yapping on my podcast. But one of my favorite things was Anokai, she's a model, right? She was talking about how in the very early stages of her career, she was broke, but she would always be at like the rich people parties, posting on social media like she was already rich. And it was doing that made people think, oh my gosh, this is someone of status, this is someone who we should be looking at, this is someone who we should be inviting to the shows and stuff like that. And that's when she actually started like being invited to more things. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly or even factually, but the general gist is that you have to step into the shoes of the role that you want to be in order to be in that role. Like you might not be there now, but you need to start acting like you are. And so yes, I am gonna launch VIP tickets to the launch party of my unfinished debut novel, self-published debut novel. Yes, I'll also be sending out the art copies in March and all of the PR boxes in March. That's going to be a really big boy job, and hopefully I'll be at home for that. This might have to be moved to April. I don't know how I'm going to do all of this from like by myself. I genuinely don't know how, but it's fine. The post office will just have to let me be. I'm also going to start running ads in March, mainly on TikTok, but really anywhere I can run ads, and anywhere where it's not too expensive to run ads, just to get more people who perhaps don't already follow me on social media hearing about the book, because people need to hear about it in order to buy it. And then I'll start like actually doing press. Sorry, I need to stop doing the air quotes. It's so cringe to say. I'll also be doing small press in April and planning a street team. So a street team is basically just a bunch of people who it's their job to create buzz around your novel. So whether they're influencers, whether they are like publishers themselves, just people who get the conversation going about your novel and get people excited about it. So I'll be planning a street team. And then in May, that's when we're releasing the novel. That's when the novel is debuting. That's when the novel is hitting the shelves. It's hitting Amazon. It is being published. Release day, all of the words, all of the stuff. So I'm really excited for May. In May, I'll probably also be doing like giveaways and obviously the launch party. I'll probably be doing an in-person launch party and also a virtual one. Obviously for people who can't make it. Also, so because you can do more things virtually, I feel like you can reach more people as well. So yes, that is the self-publishing. That's my self-publishing plan for The Tide Always Comes Back, my debut novel. I seem to have shown this in every single video thus far this year, but this is the draft printed out. This isn't going to be the cover at all, by the way, but this is the handout that my friend drew for me, and I really wanted the first draft to have some sort of cover, and it just feels so real holding it in my hands. It feels so real. You should definitely watch my next video. I'm not sure it will be my next video, but it will definitely be a future video where I'm like showing you what it was like printing out my first draft and reacting to beta reader feedback and all of that stuff. So yeah, you should watch that. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, make sure you comment down below. What should we comment today? Comment down below the bear emoji, because it's really cute. I think that that's a really, we've had a nice little emoji combo over the past few videos. We had the coffee / teacup, we had the candle. I like the bear emoji. Comment the bear emoji. In fact, comment all three. Yeah, all three. And if you're a writer, let me know whether you're planning to traditionally publish or self-publish. Let me know why you've chosen to do what you're trying to do. And if you are self-publishing, what are your plans? Do your plans line up with my plans? Do you have any more questions? Comment anything, because I read all of the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe by hitting the subscribe button and the like button down below. Sign up to my newsletter for free in the description. Follow me on all of my social medias at Kato Valentina on everything, especially TikTok, because that's where I actually post like author talk, book talk content. On Instagram, it's really just my personal Instagram, like nothing too exciting on there, but you may as well follow me there too, because like I said, parasocial relationship. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.